Well, next stop, Tynecastle. Hearts still with hopes of catching Aberdeen. St Johnstone, after an indifferent few months, looking to make it 3 games without defeat. Commentary on this one comes from Paul Mitchell.
Hearts won in Dundee last weekend. No Ali Mosturk today. The Hearts captain injured. Boabin and Nicholson drop onto the bench. Augustin and Dowda return, and it's a first start for Perry Kitchen. Stephen Anderson makes history by becoming the player with the most career appearances for St Johnstone, 362, passing Alan Main's record. So it's Liam Craig with the corner. Craig in, takes a bounce. Murray Davidson with a header, and that's simple. It's a cheap goal for Hearts to lose. It's a great start to the game for St Johnstone. And Murray Davidson, well, Brian Easton couldn't get there. And it just bounced up to Davidson, who said thanks very much. Better play from Hearts, trying to find a little bit of width. They have options. One man can send it on deep, the header from McGee. And Alan Lannis making the save. Judged this really well, Juan Mark. It's a good running header. From the Hearts boss, Gary Locke watching on. Liam Craig with the corner, it comes in again, bounces up. Oh, it's happened once more, and Murray Davidson helps himself again. Well, Murray Davidson has doubled his goal tally for the season in the opening 21 minutes at Tynecastle with 2 simple headers. Poor again by Hearts, and Alexander just couldn't keep it out. Smith puts it forward, shall I say. Involved, Hearts trying to find a way through, repelled once more. Boabin takes the touch, works the 1-2, Boabin driving on, Fisher there, back to McGee, Walker! That'll go down as a save, Alan Lannis getting down with the right hand. They have touched this onto the post, it's clever from Boabin, McGee inside and Walker. That's a great stop. St Johnstone haven't travelled well of late, but they're enjoying this at Tynecastle. That's in behind the defence again, Chris Kane. Well, Augustin and Suter don't look comfortable, and Alexander comes to the rescue. Augustin got betwixt and between, Alexander out well. Liam Craig in the architect of the 2 goals. And it goes again, a chance, Anderson and McLean. Hearts were looking for offside. Stephen McLean had a great chance with a header. Well, in it came. Hearts were nowhere. Stephen Anderson missed it too. Far, far from happy. Nicholson floats it up. It's too easy. Header away. Walker! What a goal that would have been from Jamie Walker. Never lacks confidence. Header came out to him from McLean. Took it first time. Hearts still struggling to get into this and find a way through. It's a good challenge from Ryan Easton. Easton on to Liam Craig. What a hit from Liam Craig. Well, Alexander dived. I'm not sure he would have stopped it if that nestled in. Just doing enough to pressure Hearts. And inside it comes. Cummings did well. Breaks on to McLean. And St Johnstone build again. Fisher on the overlap, it's played through. On to Darnell Fisher! And it's the first senior goal for Darnell Fisher, played through by David Wotherspoon. It's 3-0 Saints. Beautiful ball through from Wotherspoon. Weighted it perfectly. And that's a confident finish for your first ever goal in senior football.
I'm really proud of the players today, how well that they played, and to come here, and I think we dominated from the first whistle to the last, and not many teams can do that. I think, in fact, only Celtic and Aberdeen have come and won here.
You know, we didn't really give up a lot of chances for open play, none at all really. To lose 2 goals with set plays isn't good enough. You know, we've worked hard on it recently. You know, we've had a good record, but you know, today was poor.
Pat, I don't think even the most hardened St Johnstone fan saw that result coming yesterday. How did St Johnstone do it?
Well, I was really impressed with what they did, because they did something that I wasn't expecting them to do. It was press really high up the pitch, really early, against Hearts, against a team they're not expected to do that against. I mean, I watched a lot of it in England. I watched certainly Liverpool do it under Klopp, but I'll just read it here just for a second. He's closed him down there, right? That's absolutely fine. He's closed him down. He's closed. But there, that one's closing as well, and he's closing. They've absolutely nowhere to go now. Now, if you now win the ball that high up the park, you've not got far to go. You've only got about another 20 or 30 yards. They get themselves into a great position, great willingness to get in there, and they almost get the goal out of it. Now, the first 20 minutes or so, they were absolutely brilliant. Once again, this was just a simple long ball, and have a look at what happens here. They're absolutely surrounded, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all around the ball, all lively, all keen to go and win the ball. And they do that. They win the ball, but they don't give up here either. Ball goes wide. I'm not going to give up it. I'm going to chase it down. And to do it, you need to keep on top of it. At least a corner. It doesn't look like much, but of course, they score from the corner kick. So it wasn't a fluke. Have a look at this. This is a particularly good one near the end of the game, which I was really impressed by, because obviously they're 2-0 up. So what do you do in this situation? You probably sit back. They don't sit back. That's an easy ball in there, you think, but it's not an easy ball. If he makes a run, if he goes and chases them down and asks them the question,
sure.
And that's what they did all the way through. They kept on asking that question. If the mistake happens, which it does, suddenly they're in and goal again.
It was very sloppy play from Hearts. Good anticipation from Stevie McLean, links the play well, and what an overlapping run here from Fisher. A lovely wee ball through, and he was unmarked. It wasn't followed with his run, and scores with a shot or a cross.
Which one is it?
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I think it's a shot.
Pat, how surprised were you by the level of success St Johnstone enjoyed at set pieces against Hearts?
I'm absolutely amazed by it, because Hearts are generally very, very good at that, and I know they work hard, and Robin Nielsen was mentioning that. However, I'm not going to dig him out in the first two, because you don't expect a bouncing ball from a corner kick.
Sure.
You never work against that, and it happens twice, and they did attack it well, St Johnstone, so they were really up for it to do that. I would, however, ask a question a little bit later. The ball comes in here, and it's in the 6-yard line there when it comes in, and the question has to be asked, most goalkeepers, are you going to come for it there? Can you come out, or are you going to be static on your line? Most of the time in the 6-yard line, the accepted wisdom is you go and attack it.
Yeah, I think Neil probably should come for that. There are bodies in his way, but in that situation, you've seen goalies take the bodies as well. Hearts didn't defend at all well from set plays.
Yeah, well, they didn't from that situation, and because particularly Murray Davis, but others as well, went and attacked it, and it kept on going. They had another opportunity there. I mean, I'm not impressed with that at all, because there's no one getting close to him there, but the keeper's on his line again, isn't he? There's a big gap behind there. Does he come for that one or not?
I'm not blaming the goalkeeper there. I think the Hearts' defensive line's all wrong. They've dropped far too deep for me, and they're all disjointed. They're not in a straight line, and it leads to a free header from Stevie McLean, and this time Neil pulls off a magnificent save.
That's why I'm not harsh on the goalkeeper, because A, is it a good save, and I don't think he got a lot of help from his defenders. No. They usually defend a lot better than that, and Robbie Nielsen was the first person to flag it up. You know, if you make all the mistakes, make them all in one game and get them all out of the way. I suspect they won't lose another one for a little while.
Fantastic result for St Johnstone. One more Premiership.